I know this. It was, but what happened?
The Dauir promised everyone who comes here has the right. I was the most loyal then, but Arthur. So Merlin but Merlin, so we wouldn't risk They thought I had done. Arthur's greed and Merlin's obsession made me what I am now. Arthur should have made sure. I know there were others after me. He experimented on all the knights, abusing their oath, their lives, our lives. Arthur doomed his people to eternal suffering. Their names forgotten. Their loyalty abused. He sacrificed the lives of the noblest of men. And this is the greatest possible betrayal. We cannot be helped. The Dauir promised Camelot was built on betrayal. Build a new world. When Camelot falls,
And? What do you think? So, look at it this way. Seawall, the founder of the famous stronghold in the south, Archer's legendary aide and his trusted friend, in reality, meant nothing to him. I feel bad for him when I think about it, you know? 600 years spent in a tomb, fully aware. But why does it matter? Perhaps it doesn't matter to you or me, but there are people who will be shattered by it. It'll open their eyes and disprove everything they believed in until now. I couldn't come up with it if I tried. And I didn't even have to try, because it's all true. To some extent, at least. Well, maybe not, but who cares what actually happened, huh? At first glance, it's proof enough of how corrupt Camelot is. How Arthur used his most loyal friend, the founder of the Horns of the South, for his own gain. How he doomed him to eternal suffering. Who cares if it's true? Can't you see how powerful this message is? Even if it's just a fable, is it a different fable than the one we've already been told, huh? It's definitely more powerful than all the hogwash we've been fed all these years. Well, now we've found ourselves in what I'd probably call a clusterfuck. And somehow, you unwittingly became the most important person in the region because your decision will change how the entire situation unfolds. You see, my boys from the Horns of the South are split down the middle. Some will back me, but others won't understand what I'm trying to do. The latter, like Feargas, are the traditionalists, and they know me a little bit too well. If I come to them with this revelation, they think it were a conspiracy. But if somebody from the outside, somebody Feargas trusts, steps in and convinces him, you see where I'm going with this? Oh, talking to you is like talking to a herring. Let me be blunt. It is a conspiracy, but it doesn't matter what it is or how it looks like, so long as it works. Our only hope for the future, for any future, is aligning with the Del Rita. In order for this to happen, my keepers need to see how rotten Camelot is. Is it rotten now? Yes, definitely. Was it rotten in the times of the king? I don't care. But the hope that it was, the ideal that people cling to, that's what people still believe in. And that faith is precisely what needs to be torn out of their hearts if we're to see any tomorrow. So, what's it gonna be? Will you help me save the South? And here I thought we'd see eye to eye. Fine, do what you want. I'll handle this without you. But don't expect that pin to keep currying favor with the Horns of the South. Damn you! But all right. A deal is a deal. There's a broken gong nearby. Find a way to repair it. And when you do, use it. That's all I promised to tell Caradoc. And that's all you'll hear from me. How you'll enter the Horns to get anywhere near Excalibur when I'll order my boys to shoot you on sight? Well, that's up to you. Now farewell. I've got a little revolution to get underway.
It was the most painful thing I heard. I didn't know. I had no idea this is what happened to him. There were other things that required my attention. We were losing the war. I was needed everywhere. I should have paid more attention to what Merlin was doing. I shouldn't have let go. Much the same. He was a fierce warrior, determined to win at any cost. I watched him closely, and I found him too consumed by cruelty. That is why I chose Seawall and Palamedes as my closest confidants, not him. Yet this Galahad still seems devoted to Camelot and the old ways, and he remains just as fierce.
Could be someone in trouble. I don't like this at all. I don't like this at all.